Thank you for taking the time to watch the GSI Novus tutorial. The GSI Novus is a handheld, comprehensive newborn hearing screener. It features a touchscreen display and intuitive software in a compact hardware design. The Novus may be configured with any combination of automated auditory brainstem response, or AABR, and otoacoustic emissions, TEOAE and DPOAE, which allows for seamless two-stage infant hearing screening. Included with the GSI Novus is the HearSIM software, which allows users to customize the device settings and manage hearing screening data. This tutorial will cover how to use the Novus, provide tips for successful screening, troubleshooting when results are not optimal, and how to utilize the HearSIM companion software. Make sure to reference the Novus user manual for a comprehensive overview of how to operate the device. The GSI Novus can function independently as a hearing screening device, but it also includes a companion software program called HearSIM. When installed on a PC, HearSIM software allows you to manage users, customize device settings, and transfer patient names to the GSI Novus. Screening results may be transferred from the Novus to HearSIM and then exported for data tracking. While the GSI Novus is a handheld device, it requires cables, ear tips, ear cups, and additional supplies to perform hearing screenings. The Newborn Screening System cart is an option that provides a place for everything needed for room-to-room testing. From bins for supplies and documents to the custom cutouts and secure attachments for transducers and components, to the gooseneck pole that holds an optional tablet PC in a locked enclosure, this cart was designed with direct input from our customers to ensure that it meets all the requirements for a useful cart solution. When the software is opened and the Novus is connected, an animated icon will appear in the lower left corner of HearSIM. Clicking on the animated icon will guide the user through the actions that are available. If the Novus contains hearing screening tests, it will automatically be transferred to HearSIM before any other actions can be completed. Common actions include transferring patient names or a list of patients to the GSI Novus and transferring test results from the Novus to the database. The most commonly used feature of HearSIM is to create a daily patient list of babies in need of hearing screening and transferring the names to the GSI Novus. This can save time and reduce errors that may occur if each screener has to manually enter patient demographics on the Novus before performing the screening. When a list is transferred, the screener can simply select the patient on the Novus and begin testing. To create a patient list, add each baby ID and any additional demographics to HearSIM. Select the patient ID and click in the gray box that appears on the name column. Complete this step for all babies to be tested that day, including babies that may need rescreening. Once the list is complete, connect the Novus to the computer, click on the animated icon, and select Transfer. Once screening has been completed for the day, connect the Novus, click on the animated icon, and select Import. All test results will be transferred into HearSIM and deleted from the Novus. Before performing a test with the GSI Novus, take some time to familiarize yourself with the instrument. The Novus is powered by a rechargeable battery that is charged by placing the Novus in the power cradle. It takes 5 hours to fully charge the battery. It's good practice to place the instrument in the cradle when not in use. A fully charged battery will perform approximately 50 ABR tests and 150 OAE tests. It is possible to perform tests when the Novus is charging in the cradle. To turn on the GSI Novus, press and release the Home button on the front of the device. Depending on the security settings, a user login may be required. From the home screen, you can add a new patient, select a patient from a list that is stored on the Novus, or perform a quick test. Press New Patient to enter new patient to the Novus device. Required fields are outlined in orange and must be filled in order to proceed with testing. When the required patient demographics are entered, testing can proceed immediately. Press Select Patient to view the list of patients saved on the Novus. Scroll through the available patients using the up and down arrows on the display menu, or search for the patients by pressing the magnifying glass icon. When the patient is found and selected, the Novus will move to the patient information screen. Take a moment or two to verify the details of the patient to reduce the risk of medical error. If the patient has not been tested, it is possible to edit the patient information. When a patient has been selected, the Novus is ready to perform the test. From the patient selection screen, press the Start button on the lower left of the display menu. If your Novus has more than one test type, a Select Test screen may appear. Select the test type you wish to perform to proceed. Automated Auditory Brainstem Response Testing, or AABR testing, is a method of newborn hearing screening that measures the brain's response to sound. The Novus sends soft clicking sounds into the ear, and electrodes placed on the baby's head measure the brain waves in response to the sound. The Novus automatically analyzes the response and assigns a pass or a refer result. A pass means that a response to the sound was detected, and a refer means that a response to the sound was not detected. Preparation is the key to success in newborn hearing screening. The ideal environment for hearing screening is one that is acoustically quiet with minimal potential for electrical interference. Acoustic noise has the potential to cause a refer result even for babies with normal hearing. If the noise is too loud, it can drown out the stimulus or even wake the baby. The following steps can be taken to reduce acoustic noise and electrical interference in the test environment. You can ask visitors to remain quiet during the test, turn off TVs, cell phones, laptops, or any unnecessary electrical equipment, close the door to the test room to reduce any noise from the hallway, and move away from hidden sources of acoustic noise such as air conditioner vents. To perform ABR testing with the Novus, gather the appropriate components and assemble. For ABR testing, you will need the Novus handheld instrument, the preamplifier, the sound transducers, and the electrode lead wires. Connect the preamplifier to the Novus by aligning the red dot on the cable to the red dot on the connector socket at the top of the Novus. Then plug the transducer, probe or insert earphones, to the preamplifier with the red dot facing up. Finally, connect the red, white, and blue electrode lead wires to the same color sockets on the preamplifier. The next step is patient prep. Make sure you have the following supplies: new prep, gauze pads, ear tips or ear cups, and 3 snap electrodes. For ABR testing, the electrodes are color-coded and must be attached to the patient's head in very specific locations. The white electrode should be placed on the forehead, the red electrode on the cheek or shoulder, and the blue electrode on the nape of the neck. Before the electrodes are placed, the skin must be cleaned with the skin preparation product, New Prep. Skin preparation ensures low impedance, which is the contact between the skin and the electrode. This ensures fast and accurate screening. To clean the skin, apply a small amount of New Prep to a gauze pad and rub gently but briskly back and forth on the skin about 20 times at each electrode location. Then wipe off any residue that remains so the skin is dry. This will ensure good adhesion of the electrodes. No additional products such as alcohol prep pads or conductive electrode gel should be used. This could compromise the results of the test. Attach the white, red, and blue electrode lead wires to the snap electrodes. Peel the electrodes from the backing card and place them on the baby where you prepared the skin. Press gently around the entire surface of each electrode to secure it. There are 3 styles of acoustic transducers available with the GSI Novus: insert earphones with the ear cups, insert phones with ear tips, and the OAE probe with ear tips. The facility's preferred style was selected at the time of purchase. When using ear cups, fully insert the black adapter at the end of the red and blue tubing into the opening of the foam. Massage the front of the ear canal and pull down and out on the outer ear to pop the ear canal open. Peel the ear cup attached to the red tubing from the backing card and place it around the baby's right ear. Make sure the black adapter is not blocked by the baby's outer ear. Press around the entire circumference of the ear cup to ensure adhesion to the baby's skin. If the ear cup is not sealed completely, or if the black adapter is partially blocked, the loudness of the clicking sound will be reduced and could cause a referrer result. Repeat this process for the left ear by placing the ear cup attached to the blue tubing around the baby's left ear. If you are using insert phones with ear tips, inspect the baby's ear canal opening and select the appropriate sized ear tip. The red phalanged ear tip fits most newborn ears. However, you may have to select a different size tip based on your inspection of the ear canal. Place the ear tip on the clear adapter at the ends of the red and blue tubing. Next, pull gently down and out on the baby's earlobe to open the right ear canal. Aim and insert the tip connected to the red tubing gently but securely into the baby's ear canal. Release the earlobe and ensure that the ear tip is firmly in place and will not easily fall out. Repeat this process for the left ear with the ear tip that is connected to the blue tubing. It is critical that the insert with the red tubing is placed in the right ear and the insert with the blue tubing is placed in the left ear. It's also possible to perform ABR with the OAE probe. There are 2 available probe styles. The procedure for screening is essentially the same for both. When using the OAE probe, you must test one ear at a time. Choose the proper size ear tip based on your inspection of the size of the baby's ear canals. Apply the ear tips to the OAE probe. Insert the ear tip into the baby's first test ear by pulling down and out on the baby's earlobe to open the ear canal. Then aim and insert the ear tip gently but securely into the baby's ear canal. Release the earlobe and ensure that the ear tip is firmly in place and will not easily fall out. It helps to position the probe cord toward the top of the head to maintain the correct angle in the ear canal. You should not hold the OAE probe during the measurement since this can cause noise and prolong test times. The last step before the test can begin is to make sure the baby is ready for testing. Applying electrodes and ear cups can disturb the newborn. The goal is for the baby to be sleeping for the entire test. Be sure to tightly swaddle the baby. It may be helpful to cover them with a blanket from the warmer. If the baby is crying excessively, it may be best to delay testing until the baby quiets and goes back to sleep. Once the patient name is selected, the initial test prep screen will appear. Take a couple of seconds to verify the patient's name, ensure that the transducer icons match the transducers you are using, and that the appropriate ear or ears are selected. Then, press the Start button to begin the impedance check. There's an illustration with a color-coded dot at each electrode site that will turn orange or green. The numerical values at the bottom of the screen will show the actual impedance value for each electrode. The lower the number, the better the impedance and the faster the test. It is recommended that the impedance value be 10 kiloohms or lower for all 3 electrodes. If they are not, stop the impedance check, remove the snap electrode corresponding to the high impedance, re-scrub, and reapply the electrode. Retest impedance and proceed with the screening. If impedance is greater than 50 kiloohms at any electrode site, the ABR screening will not begin. The testing screen displays 3 key pieces of information to observe. First, the bar graph or graphs in the center of the screen will show the progress of each ear toward a pass result. The red bar indicates the ABR response from the right ear, and the blue bar indicates the ABR response from the left ear. Second, there is a noise bar that displays the amount of noise measured during the test. A check mark in the bar indicates that the noise is not interfering with the evaluation. The check mark will disappear when the noise is too high. Third, the time bar is a progress bar to keep track of the test time. The test will last a maximum of 3 minutes. The test will conclude when both ears have met the criteria for a pass result or the maximum time has been reached. It is possible to test one ear at a time when using the ear cups or ear tips. Touch the ears icon on the top right of the screen to toggle to the test ear. If you are using the OAE probe for ABR, a single ear icon will be visible and will toggle between right ear and left ear. The right ear is red and the left ear is blue. When the test is complete, a result will be assigned. A green check mark under each ear means that the infant passed the hearing screening in both ears. If a yellow X appears for one or both ears, that means that the infant referred or did not pass the test. If the test was stopped manually, a black question mark will appear which indicates an incomplete result was obtained. Follow your facility's newborn hearing screening protocol for next steps. The adhesive used with the ear cups is water soluble. They can be removed by using a gauze pad dampened with water. Wipe along the outer edge of each ear cup to release. To avoid person-to-person cross-contamination, all disposable items are intended for single patient use only and must be disposed of immediately after the screening. This includes the snap electrodes, ear tips, and the ear cups. Otoacoustic emission testing, or OAE testing, is a method of newborn hearing screening that measures the ear's response to sound. There are two types of OAE testing available on the GSI Novus. DPOAE, or distortion product otoacoustic emission testing, uses pairs of pure tones to screen patients for cochlear hearing function. TEOAE, or transient evoked otoacoustic emission testing, uses a click stimulus to screen patients for cochlear hearing function. The Novus sends the selected OAE stimulus into the ear, and normally functioning nerves in the ear generate a sound that can be measured in the ear canal. The Novus automatically analyzes the response and assigns a pass or refer result. To perform OAE testing with the Novus, gather the appropriate accessories and assemble. You will need the Novus handheld instrument, the OAE probe, and the appropriate sized ear tip. Connect the OAE probe to the Novus by aligning the red dot on the cable to the dot on the connector socket at the top of the Novus. Prior to testing, place an ear tip onto the end of the probe. For OAE testing, the probe must be securely inserted into the baby's ear canal. Massage the front of the ear canal and pull down and out on the outer ear to pop open the ear canal. Select the appropriately sized ear tip. If there is visible debris or fluid blocking the ear canal opening, it may be best to wait a few hours for the ears to dry out and then retry. There are two styles of OAE probes available with the GSI Novus, the snap probe and the universal probe. The preferred style was selected at the time of purchase. The snap probe is a specifically designed probe for infant ears. The single-use probe tips are designed to fit securely into infant ears and to prevent wax and debris from reaching the delicate electronics in the probe body. Choose the proper size snap probe infant ear tip based on your inspection of the baby's ear canals and snap it into place. If you are using the universal probe, select the appropriate size ear tip. The red phalanged ear tip fits most newborn ears. However, you may have to select a different size tip based on the size of the infant's ear canal. Place the ear tip firmly on the probe. Regardless of the probe style, pull gently down and out on the baby's earlobe to open the ear canal. Aim and twist the ear tip gently but securely into the baby's ear canal. Release the earlobe and ensure that the ear tip is firmly in place and will not easily fall out. It helps to position the probe cord toward the top of the head to maintain the correct angle in the ear canal. Do not hold the OAE probe during the measurement since this can cause noise. Once the patient name is selected, the initial test prep screen will appear. Take a couple of seconds to verify the patient's name and ensure the appropriate ear is selected. When the probe is placed into the patient's ear, press the Start button to initiate the probe check. This step automatically evaluates the quality of the probe fit in the ear canal to ensure a quality fit and therefore a reliable test. The probe check verifies the seal, the stimulus level in the ear canal, and the external noise in the testing environment. A check mark for each parameter indicates that the fit quality is acceptable for testing. If the probe fit is not acceptable, reinsert the probe tip, quiet the baby, and attend to any acoustic noises in the test environment if necessary. It is possible to stop the test at the probe check screen if adjustments are required. When the probe check is successful, the Novus will move automatically to the testing screen. The testing screen displays a few key pieces of information to observe. Bar graphs in the center of the screen will show the progress of each test frequency toward a pass result. The red bar indicates the right ear and the blue bar indicates the left ear. When a frequency has passed, the bar will turn green and there will be a check mark indicating a pass result for that frequency. A horizontal noise bar with a green check mark indicates that the noise is not interfering with the evaluation. It is possible to pause the evaluation to reseat the probe or to address environmental noise and then continue the test when conditions become stable again. The time bar is a progress bar to keep track of the test time. The test will last a maximum time of 60 seconds. The test will conclude when the test ear has met the criteria for a pass result or the maximum time has been reached. When the test is complete, a result will be assigned. A green check mark in the center of the screen means the infant passed the hearing screening for that ear. If a yellow X appears, that means the infant referred or did not pass the test in that ear. If the test is stopped manually, a black question mark will appear, which indicates an incomplete test result was obtained. Follow your facility's newborn hearing screening protocol for next steps. To avoid person-to-person cross-contamination, the ear tips are intended for single patient use only and must be disposed of immediately after the screening. The optional thermal printer allows the direct printing of labels from the Novus. To pair the Novus to the printer, press the setting icon from the home screen. Select Printer. Make sure the printer is on and then press the magnifying glass icon to search for compatible printers. Select the printer from the list. To print the results of a screening test, select the test list icon. Make sure the desired tests are selected and then press the printer icon in the lower right corner of the screen. If the label does not print, make sure the power is on and the labels are loaded properly. To insert a new label roll into the printer, open the printer by pressing the small latch button. Insert the label roll into the printer with the paper end placed toward the open cover. Hold the paper end in place and close the cover. Turn the printer on and press the feed button on the left side so that the printer can properly align the labels with the print head. It is recommended that the non-disposable parts of the Novus system be disinfected between screenings. These parts include the preamplifier, electrode wires, and insert phone tubing, which come in direct contact with the infant. Physically wipe down the equipment by using a disinfectant approved by your facility. Non-alcohol-based disinfectants that contain the active ingredient quaternary ammonia compound or a hydrogen peroxide-based cleaner may be used. The surface of the Novus instrument may be cleaned using a soft cloth moistened with a mild solution of water and detergent. Always switch off the device, disconnect from power, and be careful that no fluid enters the inside of the instrument or the accessories. These recommendations for cleaning and disinfection of the Novus are not intended to replace or contradict the policies or procedures required for infection control by your facility. To perform a quality check with your GSI Novus, it is recommended that you select the Quick Test option from the home screen. The Quick Test allows you to run a test without assigning patient information. This makes it ideal for regular quality checks with your equipment. The most important thing to remember about Quick Test is that the test results are not saved and are not transferred to HearSIM. Along with keeping your device clean and disinfected, it is good practice to perform a quality check of the Novus system once per week or more to ensure your system is working properly. To perform the quality check for AABR, you will need the Pass Checker device and the assembled Novus system used for hearing screening. Connect the 3 electrode leads to the posts on the Pass Checker, making sure to match the colors of the lead wires to the colored rings around the posts. Red to red, blue to blue, and white to white. Insert the earphone adapter securely into the openings on either side of the Pass Checker. The black ear cup adapter will fit snugly. If you're using ear tips or the OAE probe for screening, you will need to place a blue phalange disposable ear tip onto the adapter. Turn on the Pass Checker by pressing the gray power button. You will see an amber LED light up when the Pass Checker is turned on. It must remain on for the duration of the quality check. The pass checker will turn off automatically. Once connected, select Quick Test from the home screen to perform an ABR test. The test should proceed quickly through the impedance and measurement phases. If all the components are working properly, the end result will be a pass for both ears or a pass for one ear if using the OAE probe. This quality check indicates that all the components are functioning properly. If the impedance check does not pass for one or more of the electrode leads, replace the faulty one or ones and repeat the quality check. If one or both ears do not pass, make sure that the pass checker is on and that all components are fully connected. Then repeat the test. If a refer result persists, contact your program manager. When using the OAE probe, clean the probe tip and repeat the quality check. To perform the quality check for OAE, you will need the infant ear simulator and the assembled Novus system used for hearing screening. The infant ear simulator is a cavity specifically designed to mimic the properties of a real infant ear so a realistic quality check can be performed. To perform the check, attach a clean red phalange disposable ear tip to your OAE probe. Insert the probe with the ear tip into the infant ear simulator and perform an OAE screening. The probe fit or ear seal phase should proceed and the screening outcome should be a refer. While a refer result may seem counterintuitive, this quality check ensures that the speakers and the microphone in the probe are functioning properly. If the screening outcome is a pass, contact your program manager. A pass result should not be obtained because a present OAE can only be measured in a human ear canal. If the OAE test does not start and the message "Check probe fit and noise condition" appears, stop the test, clean the probe, and repeat the quality check. If the message persists, contact your program manager or replace the probe. The GSI Novus is optimized for fast and efficient newborn hearing screening. In addition to ensuring your Novus is working properly, there are 3 key factors for successfully screening a baby. Number 1, skin preparation. The impedance between the skin and electrodes can make or break a test. It was indicated in this tutorial that the impedance should be below 10 kiloohms for testing. Using new prep on a gauze pad and rubbing briskly at each electrode site will ensure low impedance. If you perform the impedance test and any impedance is above 10 kiloohms, stop the test, re-prep the skin. I cannot stress enough how much of an impact this will have on your infant testing. Number 2, state of the baby. After proper skin preparation, it is not uncommon for an infant to be fussy or restless. It is critical to wait until the baby has gone back to sleep before starting the test. Sometimes covering the baby with a warm blanket can assist in calming the baby. Also, a baby might wake up during the test. When this happens, use the pause button to temporarily stop the test and then unpause when the baby goes back to sleep. And third, the quiet room. Noise can sabotage a newborn hearing screening test. The noise bar on the Novus does not differentiate between acoustic and electric noise. Therefore, use these tips to eliminate noise and improve test conditions. Ask parents or visitors to remain quiet. Ensure that all unnecessary electronic devices are powered off and close the door to the hallway. If noise persists, try to move the bassinet to a different location within the room. Oftentimes, moving the baby toward the door gets them away from sources of electrical interference. This concludes the tutorial for the GSI Novus. If any additional questions arise, please consult the user manual or contact your facility program manager.